Let's be clear about something. This isn't really a story about technology. Technology is just a tool. This is a story about how that tool learned to use you.
You know the drill. It's the first thing you do. Before your eyes have even fully adjusted to the light, before you're even really awake, your hand just reaches. It's a reflex now, isn't it? You grab your phone.
You didn't plan on it. You didn't decide to do it. You just kind of slipped away. And when you finally look up, blinking at the clock, your brain feels weird. It's buzzing and totally empty at the same time. You can't even remember what you just saw.
Seriously, think about it. When was the last time you weren't interrupted, your phone didn't die, you just decided, okay, I'm done, and put it away? The answer to that question is hiding somewhere between some pretty complex brain science and a whole lot of greed.
So to understand why you can't just stop, we've got to talk about one specific chemical in your brain. A chemical that has been turned into a weapon against your own attention.
So here's the thing a lot of people get wrong about dopamine. It's not the chemical of pleasure itself. It's the chemical of anticipation, of wanting. It's that little buzz you feel right before you get a reward. It's the thrill of the hunt.
And that's the genius of the whole design. It's the exact same trick a slot machine uses. What gets people hooked isn't winning the jackpot, no way. It's the pull of the lever, the spin of the wheels, the not knowing what might come up. And every time you pull down to refresh your feed, you're pulling that exact same lever. And this creates a cycle, a loop that's incredibly hard to break. It starts with a trigger, a notification, a ping, maybe just a moment of boredom. That leads to an action. You open the app. Then you get a variable reward. Sometimes it's a great post, sometimes it's boring. You never know. And then you make an investment. You tap a like, you leave a comment. And that investment creates the trigger for the next time you come back. You've been running inside this loop for years.
You know, in the real world, things end. A magazine has a back cover, a book has a final chapter. These are what you call stopping cues. They tell your brain it's okay to stop. Infinite Scroll was designed very deliberately to eliminate those cues. There is no last page. There's always something else just below.
Okay, so the machine has you hooked. But what is it actually doing to your mind? This is where the trap gets really personal. We are now in a constant state of comparing our own messy, complicated real lives to an endless, perfect highlight reel of everyone else.
And you know what's wild? It doesn't take long at all. Just 15 minutes. Think about that. A quick scroll while you're waiting for your coffee is literally enough to make you feel worse about your own life. That's the quiet little price you pay every time you play the comparison game.
But the long-term cost it's staggering. Just think about when smartphones became a normal part of life, right around 2010. In the years after that, something really shifted. For teenage girls, the rates of depression went up by 166%. That is not a coincidence. It's a correlation that's just too big to ignore.
You see their perfect engagement photos while you're sitting on the couch alone. You see their big career announcement when you feel stuck. And even though you know it's a curated fiction, there's that little voice inside that whispers, you're failing.
And it's not just rewiring our emotions. It's rewiring our ability to focus. The constant stream of new stuff, the endless scroll, has trained our brains to crave interruption. And get this, the average human attention span is now 8 seconds. In the year 2000, it was 12. A goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. Yeah, a goldfish can focus longer than we can.
And that has a huge consequence. An entire generation is growing up without ever really learning how to just sit with one thought, from beginning to end, without reaching for a distraction. We're losing the space for deep, uninterrupted thinking.
So all of this brings us to the very heart of the machine. Because this anxiety, this addiction, this constant comparison, they aren't some unfortunate side effects. They are features of the system.
All right, let's talk about the money. Every single design choice, every notification, every algorithm tweak is built around one single goal: to capture, package, and sell your attention.
See, you don't pay with your wallet. You pay with your time, your behavior, your emotions, and that payment generates hundreds of billions of dollars. These companies have built the most accurate models of who you are that have ever existed, and they rent out access to those models to anyone who wants to change how you behave.
And the algorithm running this whole show, it is not neutral. Its job isn't to show you what's true. Its job is to show you what will keep you engaged. And what emotion is the most engaging on social media? It's not happiness, it's not joy, it's outrage. Outrage is like gasoline on a fire.
It spreads faster than anything, so the machine just keeps feeding it to you, because it works.
But here is the one truth they really don't want you to know. You are not powerless here. This whole machine runs on your attention, and your attention, well, it's still yours to give, or to take back.
So how do you build a defense? It's about these quiet, simple acts of rebellion. Give yourself the first 30 minutes of your day completely phone-free. Turn off the notifications. You decide when you want to check your phone, not the other way around. Curate your feed. If an account makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow it. Set a time limit for yourself and actually stick to it. And maybe the most important one, replace mindless scrolling with just being present, right where you are.
Your awareness is everything. It's your most powerful weapon. The trap only works when you don't realize you're in it. The moment you see the dopamine loop for what it is, you get the power to step outside it. The moment you see infinite scroll as a design trick, you can choose to stop.
This is the ultimate act of defiance. In a world that is literally fighting for every single second of your attention, the most radical thing you can do is to just withdraw it. To put the phone down, look up, and be fully present in your own life. And this is why it matters so much. This is the final number. Based on the current averages, this is how much of your one life you will trade for the scroll. 6 years and 8 months. Gone.
You are not a data point. You are not a user. You are a human being with a finite amount of time. The trap is real, but the key has always been in your hand. The choice has always been yours.